Hi, grade twos, Miss Quinnell here. This week we're going to do a really fun piece of writing. It's called how-to writing. The first part of it is brainstorming. So what is how-to writing? It's just what it sounds like. You write to teach someone how to do something. Well, how do you choose what to write about? The first step is to actually brainstorm some ideas. You should brainstorm things you know how to do well that you could teach others how to do. So this week, you're the teacher. It's always good to use a graphic organizer to help you brainstorm some ideas. Well, what if you're stuck? You can't quite think of things you know how to do. Well, here's some really great how-to topics. So you could write about things like how to bake your favorite kind of cookie, how to build a snowman, how to make an ice cream sundae, how to make your bed, how to brush your teeth, how to wash your hands, how to play your favorite game. There are so many ideas, and I know grade twos, you're all very creative and you should be able to think of something really cool. So what do I know how to do? So this is my example. I thought about things I know how to do really well, and I thought about, I can make a pizza, I can grow a plant, I can wrap a present, and I know how to tell time. So I want you to think about your ideas. Which one do you think you want to write about? So right now I want you to stop. So pick one idea that you feel you know a lot about and can teach someone else to do. When you stop here, feel free just to stop, brainstorm some more ideas, or you can continue on to the next part. Remember, this task is meant to be spread over a couple days or sessions, so don't feel that you have to get it done all at one time. The next part of our how-to writing will be about our introduction. How-to writing, part 2. So this time you're going to write an introduction to your how-to writing. So I thought about what I knew a lot about and what I think I would enjoy teaching others how to do. I love plants and gardening, so I thought how to grow a plant would be a good piece of how-to writing for me. When you're doing an introduction, you want to think of a few things. Number 1, you want to hook the reader and get them interested in your ideas. 2, you want them to be introduced to your topic. And 3, this probably is a really important part, list the materials they would need. So the first part, hook the reader, could look something like this for my writing. Have you ever seen a beautiful flower and thought, I would like to have a flower like that? I wrote a sentence to kind of get someone interested and maybe wonder, that does sound like something interesting to read about. Number 2, you're going to introduce the topic. So I wrote, read this book to learn all about how to grow your plant. Number 3, list the materials needed. So to grow a plant, I wrote, you will need a pot, soil, seeds, a small shovel, and a watering can. So now that I have my sentences, I want to put them together in a paragraph. Let's see how it all sounds together. I encourage you to read it out loud or in your head to maybe someone in your house so they can give you some feedback. Have you ever seen a beautiful flower and thought, I would like to have a flower like that? Read this book to learn all about how to grow your plant. You will need a pot, soil, seeds, a small shovel, and a watering can. When you're finished writing your paragraph, we have some things you can reference to. Of course, we want you to use your second grade no excuse words to make sure those words are spelled correctly. And then we also have a success criteria checklist for your introduction. So 1, did you hook the reader? Did you introduce your topic? Did you list the materials that were needed? Under organization, does your writing make sense? Is it organized in a paragraph and not just separate sentences? And of course, with conventions, with any piece of writing, does it start with capitals? Do you have the proper punctuation? Do you have finger spaces? Are your no excuse words spelled correctly? And is your printing or typing neat and can others read it? So read your introduction a few times, look at the success criteria checklist. Does it make sense? Do we need to fix anything? So when you're done your introduction, you can stop for the week. Next week, we're going to list how to write the different steps for our how-to writing. But for now, when you're finished, and you have edited your work and you're happy with it, you can choose to either write the paragraph on a computer and use the Google Doc, or you might want to write using a paper and pencil. That is completely up to you, and you don't necessarily even need the document to do this work. You could just use a piece of paper and use the document as a guide. So when you're finished, we ask you to please upload onto Google Classroom and send it to your teacher. Of course, if you have any questions or concerns, please email your teacher and have fun with this writing. You get to be the teacher, and we really look forward to reading what you have to teach us. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.